I really don't want to review this one, but I'm going to because it has to be done. Okay, it just has to be done. And I'm gonna say this now. I don't hate this movie. I just really don't like it, and it makes me feel weird. Like, ugh. I do have to be honest though. I kind of grew up with this movie only because my dad, for some reason, showed me this one first, and at that point in my life when I was a little wee young lad, I kept watching it. I don't know why. It's so weird. But now as an adult who knows more about movies, knows what makes a good movie, I still don't know why. I don't know why I don't. I'm not even going to get into that. Um, but there are parts of this movie that I do really like. I don't know why I keep smiling, but hey, I do like parts of this movie. Mostly the action parts. At the end of the movie, weirdly enough, where the bike chase, which was all right, and the hand-to-hand fight, which I gotta say is the best fight in the whole movie, in my opinion. Okay, it's good. I mean, Tom Cruise rigging up that knife centimeters away from his eyes, like which. Anyway, I love it. I do love those parts of the movie. Even the part where Ethan infiltrates the biosite facility. Now, I like this because for a while in the scene, there's a sense of urgency, I guess you could say, because they have to save the love interest. And there's a timer on that, and there's a timer on how long they've got in the facility and all that, and la di da di da. Especially the moment where his harness just flings out of the top of the building, and it's just like that's what people come to see Mission Impossible for: the action and the suspense, not the fucking romance. Anyway, there are so many negatives with this movie, and I'm gonna get into them now because the list of negatives is longer than the list of positives with this movie. Honestly, first one. The zooms, cuts, and fucking slow-mo. What is the deal with this shit? Anyway, I'm going to give you one example for each of these things, okay? These things that just exist in the movie. For the zooms, there's a scene where Ethan and Naya, the love interest in the movie, is in a bathtub. I keep smiling in this review, but they're in a bathtub. She's trying to steal something, and she sets off an alarm. And when the alarm is set off, it just quickly zooms in on their faces. It's like, wow, what? Okay, that felt really awkward and out of place, and the movie keeps doing it. And that's for the zooms. And for the cuts, there's a scene where the main villain is talking to the secondary villain, and the secondary villain is like questioning the main villain's integrity or authority, I guess. He's questioning something. And the main villain cuts off the guy's finger, or a tip of the guy's finger, and then it just quickly cuts to a horse race. It's like he could have finished the scene, but then the scene ends with him cutting the finger off and that's it. We're at a horse race. Okay, whatever. And the slow-mo, I mean, come on, it's like 70% of the freaking movie. There's so many of them that slow-mo shots that work, the money shot, if you know what I mean, bike through fire. But there's so many that just don't work. Also, now this one shocked me, rewatching it now in 2018. This movie is so sexist. I can't believe it. Oh my gosh, it's so sexist. Okay, there's a scene where Anthony Hopkins' character is talking to Ethan, right? I'm just going to show you the line right here.
But to go to bed with a man and lie to him, she's a woman. She's got all the training she needs.
What? No. Really? Oh my gosh, that is so sexist. Also, the later in the movie, the main villain compares women to monkeys, saying that they just swing from one branch to the other, or to the next, or whatever. Wow, this movie. I can't believe that. In a progressive world, how was this allowed in a movie? The movie came out in like 2000. So, here we get to by far the biggest problem with the movie. The biggest problem is, in my opinion, the romance. Fuck the romance in this movie. Oh shit, I hate it. I hate it. I really hate it. And I don't hate it because there is romance in a Mission Impossible movie. Mission Impossible 3 had romance in it. I mean, there's a Ethan has a wife in that one. So it's not really the romance, it's just how it's done with the filming, the acting, and the writing for this romance that all it's like three piles of shit coming together and forming a mountain of shit. Anyway, Ethan, the story is with this, Ethan has to recruit this chick named Naya, who's basically Catwoman at the beginning. And their first encounter is with them walking across a room, staring at each other intensely. And it goes for a long time. The shot of them just staring at each other just goes on for a really long time. As if we actually care about the relationship between these two. I mean, this is the first time they've met. The second encounter, which I count as the worst one, is them driving, okay? And it ends up in like a chase with them also looking at each other intensely. And here's what makes these scenes even worse. Both of them are in slow motion, and both of them have this epic, like, sort of love music in the background. Why is this the setup for a Mission Impossible movie? Why does the movie start with this? I mean, the movie starts out... The movie, in my opinion, the best parts are at the end of the movie. But the first half of the movie is with all the quick cuts and zooms and weird shots and stuff, and with this awkward romance. Why? This is a Mission Impossible movie, not fucking Mission Romance or Impossible Romance. It's like, why? Anyway, that is my review for Mission Impossible 2, or as the title says, I-2. That's what I'm going to title the review. But yeah, I just don't like this movie. But I am looking forward to Mission Impossible 3, which is a movie that I love. I love that one. I'll see you in that review.